Welcome to my channel.
Choose 3. Can work-life balance be a fancy formula or a simple sum? Find your own equation. A few years ago, Randy Zuckerberg, entrepreneur and former director of market development and spokesperson for Facebook, tweeted a rather succinct formula for achieving the elusive work-life balance. The entrepreneur's dilemma: maintaining friendships, building a great company, spending time with family, staying fit, getting sleep. Pick 3. Want to spend time with your kids, stay fit and be successful? Forget about sleep and friends. Zuckerberg made her own 3 choices and her peace with them. Her picks? Work, family and sleep. 3 sums. Numerous tomes have been dedicated to the conundrum that faces every professional: work-life balance. If it's not pick 3 formula, there's the classic 4 burners theory. Here, the first burner represents your family, the second, your friends, the third is for health, and the fourth is your work. The theory says, to be successful you have to cut off 1 burner. And to be really successful, cut off 2. Life and executive coach Rajiv Vij mentions how these formulas help simplify choice. 3 is a magical number, big enough to cover what really matters and small enough to compel you to sharpen your focus and keep the list manageable, he says. According to a study conducted by Towers Watson in May 2014, close to half of the respondents, employees, in India reported excessive pressure at work. Leadership coach and motivational speaker Minoshar Patel is not surprised. There can be no work-life formulas when there's a lack of belief in the concept in the Indian workplace milieu. Here, we are weekend warriors, saving up all our life for the weekend, he says. Work, family, and sleep. The Pick 3 formula is a fantastic idea to simplify lives. Having said that, I think it is impossible to compartmentalize or prioritize everything. But if I had a choice, I would pick work, which is my temple of worship, my understanding family and friends who know why they come second, and they will respect my decision. And third, sleep, which is very important. Arbaki, filmmaker. Formula for life. Author and life coach Satish Rao says, people in India only approach experts for help once the tail is on fire, that is, when stress-related disorders start affecting their well-being or productivity. World over, the culture of hustle is on a slowdown. Companies like Basecamp, led by CEO Jason Fried, pride themselves on a strict 40-hour workweek that is bumped down to 32 hours in the summer. Fried collaborated with David Henson to write Rework, a business book that tells you why you don't need to be a workaholic to get success. His new book The Company promises to explain why sustained exhaustion is not a badge of honor, it's a mark of stupidity. Patel, on his part, mirrors this sentiment as he tells his clients that, happy leaders create a happy workforce. Family and work. I am uncompromising in my time commitment to these 2. After this, I would spend my time on sleep and/or fitness. But life is fluid and priorities can't be solidified. And as an entrepreneur, you can never settle for one method. I do believe in firmed-up goals, daily, short-term and long-term. Upasana Taku, co-founder, Mobiquick. Find the balance. A 2012 Stanford study found out that working beyond 56 hours a week does little for productivity. But work-life needn't be an all-or-nothing route. For some it's a blend, for others a formula, and many settle for a complicated equation. Vij, in his book Discovering Your Sweet Spot, floats the idea that optimal balance between apparent paradoxical opposites in life can be arrived at by being sharply clear about our longer-term priorities as well as our purpose in life. So, the Choose 3 formula is a good starting point. Rao contends, what's also needed is to work towards it every day rather than save it for the weekend or after retirement. His advice: meditate 5-10 minutes a day, eat dinner with family, set a morning hour for the 3 most important tasks. Vij agrees and adds, when people say they don't have time for something, what they are usually saying is, they don't deeply want to. Make a choice, and forever hold your peace. With inputs from Debashri Mohiti. Family, work and fitness. Perfect balance is a myth, no one has ever been able to achieve that. It's not humanly possible to juggle many things and be equally good at everything. Personally, I find it very difficult to manage time for everything and everyone around me. Prioritizing can work in some cases but not all. I would pick my responsibility as a husband and father as a topmost priority. My work comes second. And last, but definitely not the least, is a fit, physically and mentally, body. Ajay Devgan, actor. Family and food. My biggest happiness in life comes from small pleasures. Spending time with family gives me a high, especially my kids. I love to play around with them, especially football, and of course, their love for cars is something I relate to. And I'm a foodie. I use technology to blur the lines between work and home. A thoughtful message to my wife during work hours, a quick video call with children, a quirky Instagram update for friends goes a long way in maintaining the balance. Rahil Ansari, Head, Audi India. Family and friends, fitness, work. I maintain work-life balance by spacing it out. It is important to pursue a hobby which is not related to your profession. Diverting your attention can sometimes prove to be a big stress buster. Prioritizing is important. I would, on a day, opt for family and friends who are my backbone, rest follows. But this grading will change according to situations. One advice? Be flexible. Vikramaditya Motwane, filmmaker. How to create a better blend. Limit time for checking news, social media. Keep it for 10 minutes in the morning and evening. Avoid email too. Take the phone out of the bedroom. Get an alarm clock. It will lead to better sleep. Change your to-do list. Don't make it all about work, put in personal to-dos like do workout or do meditation. You're as important as work. Schedule time for the key priorities up front. For instance, the idea I will go for a run when I finish my work may not work well, as work often expands. Go for the run first, as you no longer make it conditional to how your day goes. Make simple commitments. Rather than learning more and not applying anything, do one thing but do it better. Focus on the important versus what appears urgent. Delegate aggressively. Usually leaders delegate what they don't have time for. But delegate everything and do only what no one else can. Determine your 3 most strategic priorities at work, the ones that would make the greatest impact in 12 months' time. More senior you are, the longer the time limit. Assess time spent towards these every week, month. Allocate 50 to 70% of your time to these. Learn to say no. Say no to demands on your time that are not aligned to your top priorities. Say no to meetings and conference calls that do not require your presence. Push back on the unrealistic timelines set by seniors, peers.